You're good. So you're gonna start seeing people coming on in a minute. I don't know how you respond to these comments. Oh, she's probably just texting him. Yeah, see, like nobody's on right now.
Reed, you good? Good? Yeah. I can hear you for that.
So now, let's turn the mic. Previous game ran a little late, so we'll be getting started in about 5 minutes. All right. All right, here we are, Sunday afternoon THF tilt at the Aviator Center. Hard to believe that's an Arrows home game, but for those of you that took the 2-hour commute to get here to the game, ready to roll against Mid-Fairfield Independent. You've got Jason Darby here doing the game, along with Trish Darby manning, so to speak, the video camera. Hopefully we'll be able to live up to the big shoes of Reed Mitnick and provide you a great broadcast. Should be an interesting game today. Arrows are playing second of a back-to-back over this weekend and coming off a hot win 8-1 over the Woodbridge team from yesterday. And looking to build on that. And they're going to come out with the Granoli, Lieber, and Gertler line, Darby and Marchicelli on D. Arrows will be looking for a very quick start today. We'll see how they press on the forward draw here. There is no clock working today, so we'll see how that all goes. Arrows win the puck. Darby over to Marchicelli. Marchicelli sends it up. Gertler behind him, but he's going to press into the corner here. Hard on the forecheck, 2 men in. Grignoli's on the puck, gets the steal. Grignoli working hard. Gertler comes away with it. Gertler back to Darby. Darby fumbles, but Gertler recovers. Marchicelli on the walk-in along the wall, pitches it deep. Grignoli working hard. Lieber in pursuit in the corner. Darby pinches in, big hit. Good pursuit by Grignoli, by Gertler. And the puck goes right back in the offensive zone. Good start for the Arrows. Grignoli back through the middle, no one home. Mid-Fairfield comes out on the rush. Darby plays him early. Darby reels him to the corner, 2 men on him. Good strip by Gertler. Pitches it up off the wall, bounces over, out into the neutral zone. Mid-Fairfield recovers, sends it up along the wall. Frazier misplays, needs to hurry up back. Baerga makes the play. Robbie closed off the wall. Baerga fumble. Robbie will cover. Arrows will reset. A little sloppy in the defensive zone to get started there, but a good opening shift to put the pressure on. 15:54 on the clock. For all people watching, the clock is not working here, so we'll be getting announcements from Reed using the megaphone to help us understand what the time is. 15:54 to go, first period. Arrows win the draw. Briona's quick fumble. Mid-Fairfield keeps in. Toro grinding along the wall. Pitches it up and out. Mid-Fairfield recovers D to D. Good rotation. Baerga plays nicely, but the puck's in the IR zone. Briona's with the steal. Back out to neutral zone. Mid-Fairfield forward press. Good wall play along there by Frazier. Briones comes away with it. Briones fumbling puck. Baerga steps up. Briones with the press to keep the play going so the Arrows can get a change, but no one makes the move to get off the ice. Baerga goes, Frazier goes off. D switches. And here we come. Mid-Fairfield coming out of the zone. Fresh D. Nino's there to play him. Aiden moves over. Oh. Nino quickly moves it up the wall. Briones. Nice D. Nice backhand pass. Nice by Toro to maintain possession, bring the puck in. Arrows get the change they need. Mid-Fairfield coming out now with the puck. Nino backing off. Nino. Good recovery there by Matuza. Nino. Matuza out to the point. Goes up by Robbie. Arrows will make a quick line change here. They're going to bring out the Diaz, Palenko, and Matuza line to complete that. We'll stay with
14:39 left.
Stay with Nino and with Aiden on defense. 13:39? 14:39 left to go, first period. Nino with the puck. He's got some space, moves it up, good pass. Diaz just misplays. Hopefully this won't be icing. Just a little misplay. Good roll though. 14:30 left, first period. Defensive zone for the Arrows. After a good first shift, it's been a little choppy. Need the Arrows to settle down, get some puck possession, find their players. They're going to get room against Mid-Fairfield. The Arrows are a much more talented team than Mid-Fairfield. Matuza off the glass and out. Good smart play in the neutral zone. Nino has the puck. Reverses it over to Aiden. Aiden off the wall. Diaz scoops it up. Good play, Arrows. Keep pressing forward. Matuza keeps working it. Over to Diaz. Fan on the shot. Has Nino open. Good play there. Nino moves it to the puck, moves the puck to the front of the net. Arrows are pressing. Aiden with a nice pinch. Well done. Nino covers. Exactly how they should do it. Nino gets out skated there, but he battles hard to stay in the play. Puck comes out over the neutral zone. D to D. Back in the zone. Some pretty good hockey here to start the play. Nino's got the puck behind the net. Oh, misplay off the wall by Diaz. Mid-Fairfield shot. Robbie with the blocker save. Aiden in the corner to get the puck. Arrows need a D change. Nino in the corner, working hard, trying to get the puck. Nino has control. Nino skating out. Smart play. Off the wall. A little bit of a missed pass there. Diaz recovers. Backhander up off. Good play by Diaz to get in deep without sacrificing an icing. Arrows get the D change they need. Guard plays off the wall. Recovered by Lever. Over to Marchicelli. Johnny. A little fumble by that. Deep back in the Arrow zone. Marchicelli to recover. Around the net. Throws it hard. Gertler's there. Gertler battering along the wall. Gertler comes away with it. Good strong play. Darby. Darby's got some room. Chips it forward. Darby fumbles it. Darby gets back. Again, choppy. Arrows, opening line. Need to create space and need to settle the puck down. 12:44 left in the first period. Arrows have the top unit out of Lever, Canoli, and Gertler. Darby, Marchicelli on the D. They should be able to put a goal in the net here. Let's look for some offense. Marchicelli behind the net. Reverses it to Darby. Darby walks out. Backhander up the wall to Gertler. Finds Grignoli on the wing. Good motion. Oh. That was a good passing play. Just looked like Lever might have been a touch offsides on that with the puck drag along the blue line by Grignoli. Good work though to find the open space. Off the draw. Gertler walks in. He'll shoot. Just wide. Pursues the puck hard. Good play. Lever's on it now. Grignoli. Darby keeps it in. Kept the one by Mid-Fairfield. They skate out. Four-man rush. Robbie will cover. And for some reason, Mid-Fairfield decided they wanted to go hard to the net. Not the very smart play, but we'll see how that all pans out. Looks like the Arrows go for a D change.
12 minutes, 11 seconds.
12-11, first period. How many people we have on? 4 people. Welcome all of you to Aviator. The Arrows and Mid-Fairfield tied 0-0 in the first period. Arrows have had the better play, but a little choppy to start. Still looking for them to settle down. Here we go. Gertler again. He's been on the puck a lot, opening up. Gertler makes the move to the backhand. Stripped. Mid-Fairfield will walk out. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Frazier's 1-on-1. Frazier takes his man to the corner. Good block there by Gertler. Gertler again along the wall. Hard pass over. Baerga chips it out to neutral zone. Mid-Fairfield will recover, reset, send the puck back in. Mid-Fairfield played a pretty simple game here, just chipping pucks in deep and making RD work hard. We're going to have to be quicker with getting the puck up to the open man on these breakout plays. Otherwise, we're going to get trapped like we've been trapped right now. Mid-Fairfield works the puck along the wall. Matuza with the steal. Oh, Johnny with the steal. Couldn't get it through, though. Johnny has the puck again. Little toe drag move. He's in pursuit. Mid-Fairfield will walk away with the puck. Baerga, good little step up. Good play there, closing off the space, not giving Mid-Fairfield that blue line and an easy entry point. Johnny's got to be careful with that play along the blue line, though. You're going to drag people off sides. Got to move the puck forward. Eli in there. Fourth line for the Arrows out, getting their first shift of the game, looks like. Palenko moves it forward. Eli keeps it down low. Muchler gives a little bit of a hit there. I'd like to see this line do a little bit more hitting. Establish a physical presence. They don't have to be bangers. They do have to be physical. Aiden in pursuit of the puck. Good hustle back. Makes a nice little feather pass. Here comes Mooch. Moves it up to Toro. Toro with some room. Toro on the drag. Backhander. Falls down. Stays on the puck. Oh, Mid-Fairfield tries to split the middle there. Just missed the pass. Aiden recovers with the puck back in our defensive zone. Good outlet pass. Eli gets it to the red line. Aiden, good play again. Playing well. Starting off good this game. Mayer in the corner puts the forecheck on. Toro at the forecheck. Puck scoots up over the glass. It's good to see the Arrows get some people out there moving their bodies and getting some physicality going. It's a key to the game. 9:57 remaining in the first, 0-0. We're now with Darby and Marchicelli on the D. Briones will step in on the draw with Toro on the wing and Mayer on the other side. Briones wins. Darby walks across. Almost gets stripped. You need to be careful toe dragging on the blue line. That is not a smart play. Darby will recover back in the defensive zone. Darby, nice spin move. Looking for an opening. Gets it up to Briones. Briones, backhander gets chipped and recovered by Mid-Fairfield. We've got to be better on the exits. Good poke by Briones there, but it comes right back to the Mid-Fairfield player who shoots it in low. Darby, behind the net, kicks it to his stick. Feather pass to Mayer. Mayer gets the puck out. Arrows are not finding open space. Toro finds some room. He's got a little bit of time. Hard back check. Mayer steps in. It's a goal! Well done by the Arrows. They would not be stopped on that rush. They continue to press forward, scooping up bouncing pucks, and they get rewarded with a goal. Excellent little play by Toro to keep the puck going. Mayer scoops up the loose change, snaps it home for a 1-0 Arrows lead. Arrows will come out and try to build some momentum. Diaz, Palenko, Matuza, with Palenko stepping in. Darby and Marchicelli will stay on the D. Mid-Fairfield possesses, flip up. Marchicelli will cover. Robbie will take a safe play, force the face-off, get a reset. 9:02 left, first period. 1-0 Arrows. Palenko will step in. Palenko with the win. Darby scoops up, takes the space behind the net. The wall comes out. Diaz. Darby back to Diaz. Diaz over to Marchicelli. Good support. Marchicelli, good patience. Finds his man off the wall. It's Matuza. Matuza's got room. Coming along the right side. See what he does? Shot. Big rebound. Where's our guys? Defense gets the change. Baerga now playing one-on-one against Mid-Fairfield 48. Nice play. Arrows turn in transition up to the neutral zone. A little bit of a fumble. Back to Frazier. Frazier has it. Off the wall. I like the way the Arrows are using the wall for some additional passing. Not everything has to be a straight line. You use the wall to find players, and the Arrows look like they've been told to do that by Coach Bobby. Matuza is going to find the puck low in the corner. Battles hard. He's one-on-one, two-on-one, two-on-two now. Diaz has it. Diaz, Matuza, he's open. Mid-Fairfield's confused. Frazier over to Baerga. Baerga gets that shot. Matuza's wide open. Put it home. Good play by the Arrows. Keeps it in deep. Baerga. Another nice play along the wall. High off the glass. Mid-Fairfield finds the exit. With good pursuit by the Arrows. Lever. Alone, but he's going to rag it. I get some time. Finds room for Frazier. Big save. Here we go, Arrows. This is the way we play hockey. 7:58. First period, 1-0 Arrows. Arrows have had the much better of the play. They've got the Lieber, Gertler, Granoli line out. This line's been pretty dominant so far. Neutral draw. Gertler has a puck in the corner. Turnover. Mid-Fairfield comes out. Frazier's play one-on-one. Frazier with the sweep. Gets around. We need to see Frazier do a little bit more physicality along the wall. He's a big kid. We need the body on players coming down low there. Delayed offsides on Mid-Fairfield. Granoli goes to scoop the puck back up. Takes it back into the zone a bit. Finds an open player. It's Gertler. Gertler's got room. Little bobble with the puck. But stays in pursuit. Takes his man. Strong. Granoli comes along. Puck bounces just over the glass. Good puck pursuit. I like to see that when a player mishandles the puck to not just give up on it. There's always an opportunity to recover the puck. 7:07 left in the first period. First line will stay on for the Arrows. D switch with Fernandez and Aiden Raidu. Fernandez off the top of the circle looking for something. Backs off a bit. Smart play. The front three are good puck possession guys. Give yourself some space as a D-man with these guys on the line.
6:59.
6:59 and in the first period, 1-0 Arrows. The first line will come over for a little bit of consultation with Bobby. I think he's looking for a little bit more possession from these guys and a little bit of awareness. We're getting later in the period. We want to make sure that we're taking care of the puck. Fernandez will hold at the line. Good shot. There's a goal. Oh. I would love to see that going. Fernandez pinches. Nice play, Nino. Stay in there and grind. Get your stick on the ice, Nino. Get your stick on the ice. Gertler, grinding hard. He's been physical all period. Johnny is going to have the puck. Feathers it to Nino. Nino, a little bit of a whiff. See, Arrows recovery. 3-on-2. Naraidu. Good play there. A little confusion by Arrows defense. Let's get them spaced out. Robbie sees the puck clearly and gets the freeze. Looks like Arrows will go for a wholesale change. Darby Marchicelli will come out along with the Raskovich, Muchler, and Polenko line with 6:23 left in the first period. That's what we were talking about. The ability for the tide to turn on a loose turnover. A quick exchange by Independent had an opportunity for a goal. Arrows want to be very, very conscious of their puck management in the offensive zone. Muchler along the wall. Banging. Gets shielded. Snapshot in a dangerous spot. We need our forwards to be much more condensed in the neutral area there. Muchler walks the puck out. He'll get the red. No, he won't. Darby will take it though. Darby. Along the wall, puck still in his skates. Raskovich will keep going. Raskovich will stay with him. Polenko. A little bit of sticks checking there. We need more bodies on these guys. Marchicelli gets deep. Into the corner. Arrows gave up a couple of quality chances in the last two shifts. We have to settle this down. Along the wall, not out. Marchicelli has it. Off the glass, but right to an opposing player. That's a play that we just can't do. That play can't be made. Arrows very, very disoriented in their own zone. I'd like to see the Arrows spend more time, at least for the defensemen, looking for open ice. All too often we take what we see, which is just straight up the wall into players. There's open ice in other areas. I'm sure Bobby and Nicky will help the Arrows D space themselves out and move the puck to each other. 5:20 left, first period. Toro steps in. Toro, nice clean win. Baerga up off the glass and out. Smart play. Mayer driving forward. Mayer keeps going. Briones activates. Hard forecheck. He's 1-on-2 in the corner. Mayer now pursuing. Mid-Fairfield looking for the exit. Baerga keeps in. Mid-Fairfield goalie smartly will cover that up. Mid-Fairfield was having trouble finding an exit due to the pressure coming from the second line here of Briones, Toro, and Mayer. Good 5 out here right now with Baerga and Frazier. Could be an opportunity for the Arrows to pop one late here in the first period and get a nice 2-0 lead. Baerga sails one over the glass. Briones picks it up in the corner, sends it low. Just hops over Toro's stick. Good pursuit by the Arrows to keep Mid-Fairfield pinned. This is Arrows hockey. Toro finds the open guy. Baerga off his backhand, has to flip it to the net. Good play. Briones in the corner. Sends it backhander up to Frazier. Frazier one-times it, gets picked off. Mid-Fairfield finds the exit on the rush. Again, no physicality by the Arrows defense there. We must be physical. Arrows are doing a lot of stick waving and not bodying. Mayer struggling with the puck, comes away with it. Finds his open man, it's up to Briones. Briones will get the red. Finds a nice little seam. Toro, good job staying on sides. Briones, toe drag gets picked. Got to be careful with those toe drags. These are what happens. They come out on a rush the other way. Mid-Fairfield goes around Nino, but Nino guides him wide enough where the shot is not on goal. Again, Arrows reaching. Arrows doing a lot of reaching with the stick in the defensive zone.
3:44.
3:44 left in the first period. Arrows with the 1-0 lead. Playing well, but we need to tighten up on some of the defensive zone coverage and certainly add some physicality to the game. As we say a lot of the times, physicality does not mean throwing big hits, but it does mean making contact. Arrows lose the draw and allow an easy shot. That cannot happen. Matuza needs to activate there a little bit faster. Diaz takes the inside seam. Aiden along the wall. Arrows look good on the defensive zone formation for the draw. Toro, another big win. Scoots back to the independent defense. Good play by Diaz to take his guy off the wall with physicality. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Contact. Oh no. Pass in the middle. Bad breakdown. All 5 Arrows are collapsed around the front of the net there. It's like Robbie got a little shook up there. Somebody crashed into him. I'm not sure if it was one of our own players or one of the independent players, but a breakdown in front of the goal where an independent folk just walked straight down the middle of the ice with an open shot. I'm sure Bobby will be talking to his players about that. Arrows will come back. Blanco, Diaz, Matuza. Darby's out, picks the puck up, takes a walk down into the offensive zone, maintains possession. On the backhand, puts it home. Diaz has a good opportunity there. Marchicelli will scoop it up, but on a high stick. Marginal call there. I'm not sure that was really a high stick, but the ref blew the whistle. And we'll reset more than likely in the defensive zone. 3:05 in the first period. We're tied 1-1. Arrows have had the better of the play, but the breakdowns have belonged to the Arrows as well. All right, Blanco steps in. Independent wins the draw. They get back to their defenseman. Defenseman moves it along the wall, down low. Darby breaks off, recovers the puck, a little chip up. Intercepts the pass. Now he'll skate out. Good move there. Darby finds the lane, gets the puck ahead. Excellent play there. Diaz moves into the corner. Good smart play. Nothing there. Go fight for it in the corner. Darby peels off. Doesn't like what he sees. Back to the defensive area. Big turnover. Diaz has a chance. Diaz pressing hard. Diaz is making a lot happen on this shift. Using your legs. Body again. Polenko pushes the puck. Makes it go to Marchicelli. Marchicelli moves it over. Diaz. Whoop, Matuza takes a hit. Move that puck in quicker, Jay, off the backhand. Darby steps up, takes his guy off the puck, smart play. Rotation to Marchicelli, up the middle of Lever. Lever fumbles a bit. Mid-Fairfield maintains possession. Marchicelli. Like to see Charlie step a little faster on that play. A little too much space coming off that offensive rush. Good play by Marchicelli on the stick there. Darby will recover, skates behind the net. Off the glass, but that's right. Oh, we got lucky there. Johnny, he's got some room. Take advantage of the break. Granoli, shot. Save. Granoli maintains possession. Granoli moves it to the forward. Lever has possession. Finds Baerga. Baerga up front. Saved by the goalie, and just in time as Granoli was right there looking for a rebound. On that last play, Darby a little lucky. Throws the puck up the wall. That was usually a play where a defenseman will settle that down and it comes right down the Arrows' throat. We got lucky with the bounce over, but the Arrows need to be careful to not feed the independent team's defense with easy plays. Baerga recovers his own pass, takes the shot, gets blocked. Icing is to be the call here, as Independent just is happy to get that puck out of harm's way. 1:25 left in the first. 1-1 against Mid-Fairfield Independent. This is the team the Arrows should really be throttling. And I'm sure Bob will be talking to his troops about putting more emphasis on puck control. Mid-Fairfield chips it in deep. Gertler on the support play, sends it around to Frazier. Makes its way all the way to Independent's blue line. And that's about the fourth or fifth time now that Independent D have had the puck come to them off of wall-around passes by the Arrows. The Arrows are going to need to settle that puck down and not create passing for Independent. 1:01 left, first period. Defensive zone Arrows. Toro will step in. Briones. Toro comes out. Over to Mayer. Baerga nope, no call there. We got away with one, I think. Baerga and Darby to seal off the first period. Toro throws it in deep, but it's a delayed offside. It's good pick by Baerga. Sends it in, but picked off by Independent. Darby. Nice play at the blue line, pressing. Go Arrows. Let's get some possession. Baerga has the puck. Over to Briones. Briones falls. Briones gets back up, maintains possession. Nice play. Independent somehow comes up with the puck. Both Arrows players do a nice job of taking the blue line away. That's what I hope more of the Arrows defensemen will do as the game progresses, is to take the space away from Independent at our blue line. Mayer in pursuit. A little stick whack. Never hurt anybody there. Toro will chase the puck into the corner. Darby will keep in. Pretty solid shift there to close the minute out. There was some good things done by a number of Arrows on that shift. We'd like to see a lot of it, more of that rubbing off on the rest of the players. We're going to take a short break here and be right back. Bobby's over there giving the Arrows a good talking to, and for the right reasons. This is a team in the Mid-Fairfield Independent group that should be a pretty easy out for the Arrows. We're here at a 1-1 game right now, though, mainly because of Arrows' mistakes, not because of anything that Mid-Fairfield is doing. Now, let's see how the Arrows respond to this. This is their time to show that they really are a top 70 team. They've been playing pretty darn good hockey for the past month or so, and now is the time to really put the foot on the accelerator. The other thing that's important is these are THF games, and the THF games matter for the purpose of being able to play in the playoffs in this division, and it also has a tremendous impact on how we stand relative to our state bid, because the Royals just beat Mid-Fairfield Independent 9-5 yesterday. So in comparison, these games matter a great deal if it becomes something that is a differentiator for our state bid. Darby will pick up the puck over to Marchicelli. Marchicelli off the wall. Good little play there by Grinoli to punch the puck in deep. Lever in the corner. Gets to it first. Gertler's on the puck. This line's been good today. Gertler with a hit. Darby retrieves the puck, holds it, makes a move. Makes another move. Gets around two. Gets around three. Gets chopped down. I cannot believe. Oh, there is a call. Good. Grinoli has the puck. Over to Lever on delayed penalty. Robbie's coming. Here we go. Marchicelli shot. Grinoli has the puck. A little possession time. We get some extra power play. Bernoulli goes for a backhand. Arrows will recover. Toro out to Marchicelli. The shot. Over the net. Darby's got a wide open net. Yeah! Darby puts it home. Well done by the Arrows. And Patrick Darby will not have to listen to me yell at him for not having scored a goal in this game. I'm sure he'll be delighted. As will his mother, who's our film producer and cinematographer today. The monkey is off Patrick Darby's back, I think, and it would be great to see him starting to score some more goals. All right, Arrows, big goal to start off the second period. Not exactly sure what the time is, but it's probably in the 15-minute range. We'll wait for Reed to make the announcement. Toro steps in. Mayer Briones out there. Baerga and Frazier. Baerga with the puck. Mayer chips it in. Mayer has it. Good save at the blue line. Mayer makes the move. Independent has the puck behind their goal. Hard off the glass. Frazier will keep it. I'd like to see Frazier take a step in on the blue line instead of backing up on that play. It takes a little bit of his own power away. Frazier will recover. Nice little thread to Toro. Toro to Briones. This is Arrows hockey. Briones attacks. Shot it to the pads. Mayer with the hot pursuit is able to recover the puck. Good force down low. Briones is now on it. Independent's having trouble finding the exits here, and that's a good thing for the Arrows. Toro to recover the puck. Toro he's got plenty of time. Toro, nice little deke, takes the red, gets the zone. Well done. Briones is hard in. Toro. Frazier. Independent, it's way offsides. Well done on the passing plays by the Arrows there, showing a lot of puck movement and a lot of speed. 15:01 remaining in the second period. We're going to come out now with Polenko, Luchler, and Raskovich. Charlie gets that loose puck, chips it up. Arrows will pursue. Mid-Fairfield. D to forward, misplayed. Raskovich sends it in, and the Arrows will go in on pursuit. Raskovich in on the check first. Good play there. Stay with him. Luchler. Puck scoots past him. Polenko with a nice back check through the neutral zone to cause a turnover. Darby will send it up. Raskovich will pitch that puck in. No, he'll hang on to it. Now he'll pursue. Arrows in the middle of a line change. Lever pops on. Lever has control of the puck. Lever back to Darby. Darby with a hard move. Takes the shot. Very, very nice play. 14-14. On the defensive play there, I like the step in by Darby. Steps into the play and then takes a hard cut to evade his player. I like that the Arrows take that extra moment to get the space with the puck. Up into the corner. Gertler's on it again. Gertler comes out. Gertler over to Narita. Narita with the shot. Nice block by Mid-Fairfield. That was a good shot and a good block. Mid-Fairfield takes the play. Arrows D is sagging a little too far back there. We need that D up. I'm sure Nicky will talk to them a little bit about gap control and playing up. Bernoulli over to Narita. Blocked again. Narita will have to find a lane because they're going to get in the way of those shots. Looks like Mid-Fairfield's been coached well as far as shot blocking goes. Nino takes the body. Arrows get away with one there. Arrows are scrambling a little bit. Arrows defense confused. No one's on. Lever takes the guy in the corner. Nino's tied up in front. Nino's asking the other player there what he's doing for his homework later on, and I think they both agree that they're not interested right now. 13:27 remaining second period. Arrows up 2-1 on the Darby goal. Arrows will step in with Polenko, Matuza, Diaz, Baerga, and Frazier. Baerga chips it up the wall to the D. So I was talking about before about not sending pucks up the wall and making them passes to the other team's defense. Mid-Fairfield chips the puck forward. Baerga, nice bat down, but it's outside the defensive zone, and that will be a hand pass. For those at home, if that puck was played inside the blue line, that would not be a hand pass, but it was played outside the blue line, therefore it's a hand pass. All right, same group will stay for the Arrows. Blanco steps in, wins cleanly by Erga, high off the glass. Nice play by Diaz to settle that down. Blanco will follow the puck up off the backhand. Mid-Fairfield, D to D. Little fan there. Arrows will get possession. Oh, just past Frazier. No icing though. He could have played that, and that's the right call by the referee. Frazier with possession. A little bit of a toe pass there. Blanco hard to handle, but it is in the Mid-Fairfield zone. Blanco gets the steal, makes a nice pass. Matuza. Oh, Jay, would have loved to see that one go in. Nice play there, though. The Arrows, a little bit of a fumble with the puck, but they stay with it and they find the seam. 12:40. Second period, 2-1 Arrows. Arrows will bring out Darby Marchicelli on the D. Toro, Mayer, Briona's line. They've been good. Their last shift was their best one of the game so far. I think they're due for a goal. Briona steps in. Mid-Fairfield wins draw, but Briones steals it back. Toro has it in his skates, takes a hit, moves to Briones. Briones tries to find Mayer. Nothing there. Darby steps in. Uses his body to shield. Nice play, but is picked off. Marchicelli's coming in pursuit of the Mid-Fairfield forward. Darby steps into the lane, intercepts the Mid-Fairfield pass. Play along the wall by Mid-Fairfield D. Marchicelli steps in. A little choppy again here. We need to find sticks. When we get possession, we need to find sticks. Darby will pick the puck up. A bigger player, but he just uses his body to shield. That's what I mean about being physical. Does not always mean hitting. Use your body to shield the other player. Mayer will step in. Mayer back. Mayer has it. Mayer trying to find a guy. Back pass. A little bit of a risky pass. We don't want to do that. 3-on-2 coming to Mid-Fairfield. Marchicelli steps up. Good stick in the lane. Way to go, guys. Yeah. All right. Arrows will stay with their D partner, or D pairing, sorry, Darby and Marchicelli, but they will switch up the forwards, and they'll bring out the Raskovich, Palenko, Mutchler line. Defensive zone. Draw, neutral draw, play to the wall. Here comes Palenko. Oh, no, Mutchler, sorry, Mutchler drives, 2 guys on him. Raskovich gets the red line. Raskovich. Charlie will step up, backhand, but kept in by Mid-Fairfield. Raskovich. Turnover. Darby with the good stick, blocks it. Puck down low. Out to the point. Marchicelli will get there first, but plays the backhand there. We'd like to see him just turn and skate up the ice with the puck there on his forehand. He had plenty of room. Darby off the skate, but it comes back to him fortuitously off the referee. Right? He's stick handling at the blue line, which we've told him not to do multiple times. Bayerga will recover. Mutchler misses the pass, but stays on hot pursuit. Mutchler goes for the hit. I like that. Took a little bit of a pop, but he went for the hit. I expect to see him back out there next shift with another body on somebody. Bayerga. A little bit of a hit there. Lever with good support in the corner. Bayerga, good support on that. Bayerga takes a little bit of a hit. Needs to be careful coming around that net. Lever. Mid-Fairfield plays it low. Frazier using his body. Good work. Gertler scoots under his stick out to the Mid-Fairfield defense. They play it down to the corner. Good play by Frazier to get the puck out of the zone. Bernoulli in pursuit. Bernoulli has it at the red line. Bernoulli takes a couple steps. He's looking. He's looking. Bernoulli now. We need to find a guy. We need to find a guy. Lever. Little thread back in. Doesn't work. Looks for Bernoulli. Bounces over his stick. Mid-Fairfield comes out 3-on-2. They're fumbling the puck, but it's still 3-on-2. Now Gertler recovers. Good play by Frazier. Oh, cannot have that. All right, now that's a penalty right there. There should be absolutely no way that there's a 2-player going. Good, there's just one. A very stupid penalty by Mid-Fairfield. We'll take it. Yep. Incredibly stupid penalty. Arrows need to avoid that stuff. It's easy to get dragged into that type of nonsense. And then it's even easier to sit in the penalty box. Arrows to bring out the number 1 power play unit. This is a good opportunity for the Arrows to start to stretch the game out.
9:57 is the time of the clock.
9:57, 9:57 left in the second period. Big power play for the Arrows here. They've been effective for the better part of the last 2 months on the power play, with the second unit getting 2 goals in yesterday's game. Back to Darby. He's got possession. He's got plenty of time. He shoots into somebody's skates. I would like to see the Arrows not be banging the stick on the ice looking for plays. Everybody knows what to do. Silence in this situation is actually not a bad thing. When you bang your stick, sometimes you give the opposing team a very clear idea of where the puck is going to go. Power play for the Arrows is really designed on motion. Lever has the puck behind the net. No, it's John. Grinelli has the puck behind the net. Johnny has it. Circling. Makes a nice reverse pass to Lever. Lever takes the puck in the corner. Good block by the independent defenseman. Darby slides over looking for a pass. Toro comes out with it. Takes the lane. Just misses upstairs. Toro recovers. Good patience by the Arrows. Down low to the corner. Grinelli. Reverse pass to Toro. Went high. I would like to see Toro take that low. There's too many bodies up top. Darby with the pass. Toro. Darby will step. He'll get there first. Mid-Fairfield will win the battle there. Toro gets the puck in the corner. Toro, we got a good opportunity here. Mid-Fairfield guy is trapped. It's a 5-on-3 at this point. Come on, Arrows. Toro will walk in. Toro finds an open man. Johnny puts it home. And for whatever reason, Mid-Fairfield's player decided to lay down on the goal behind the play and let his team have to deal with a 5-on-3. If I was his coach, he would not play for the rest of the game for that. But the Arrows take full advantage of the 5-on-3 situation, move the puck beautifully, put the puck in the net, and the stupid penalty by Mid-Fairfield cost them. They're now down 3-1. And it's good to see 48 going off to the bench. I'd be surprised if he got out on the ice after taking that penalty. Arrows will come back. Palenko, Diaz, Matuza, Baerga, and Frazier. Matuza has the puck, finds it up the chips it into the defender's glove. A little bit more focus there on the Arrows getting the puck in deep. The play was right, the execution was wrong. Frazier takes a step, chips it up the wall. It's on Matuza's stick. He takes the rush. Backhand, he gets it in this time. Diaz is on hard, good play. Mid-Fairfield turns the puck over because of the play down low by Diaz. Still down low. Diaz again in pursuit. Chips out by Mid-Fairfield. Frazier will collect. Frazier finds his deep partner. That's again what I'm talking about with the Arrows. Nino moves the puck up nicely to Diaz. Diaz. Script. What? Mid-Fairfield cannot find the exit due to the pursuit of Matuza. Palenko now hard in the corner. Mid-Fairfield with their backs to the open ice, which is exactly what the Arrows want. Puck hops over Nino's stick, but he'll have to hustle. This will not make icing. Nino will get there. Nice play by Nino. Palenko will scoop it up. Diaz collects it. Diaz has some room, chips it off the glass, gets it in deep. Another smart play. Diaz has had a really nice game with his head today. Diaz, working hard. Forces the turnover. Toro has it. Toro takes the turn. Over the net. Boy, oh God, will you guys shoot the puck low, please. Toro has the puck along the wall. Kicks it to his stick. Narito needs to rotate there. Narito takes the lane. Backhand pass. Get back, Narito. Narito covers off the wall and down. Nino's got room. Will it get? It'll fall for icing. Like to see Aiden on that play. He's in the right spot. A little rotation. 6:41. When our player comes across the middle of the blue line with the puck, it's a great opportunity for Aiden to rotate low and catch a puck in flight. He'll be able to make that play a lot easier. 6:42 remaining in the second period. Just to finish the thought. Marchesselli has it. I'll finish my thought in a minute. Battle down low. Mid-Fairfield will have it, but they just blindly backhand it. Now it's to Briones, makes a nice pass to Darby. Darby feathers over to Briones. The shot. Hard shot, just wide. Might have been tipped. Marchicelli. Down low. Mayer. Arrows are working the puck hard. They're taking the space that's being given to them, which is not very much. Marchicelli, he'll step, but little whiff on it, recovers. Toro intercepted in front of the net. Darby will try to keep it in. Good play, he has support. Marchicelli over to, he fans on it, but good support by Toro. Toro on the spin, he sees Darby, but he'll take it himself. He'll skate it up the ice. Mayer, he's got some room. Mayer has a stick literally chopped out of his hand, but no call. Mayer again has the puck. Arrows are working hard. Arrows want the puck more than the other team right now. This is how you win hockey games. Marchicelli steps in, takes the hit. Down low again. Mid-Fairfield is spending the entire period in their zone because the Arrows will refuse to let them out easy. The hard, weird bounce off the wall. Marchicelli's there, rotates over. Behind the net. Darby will now play him. Arrows get confused. Come on, Arrows. That is terrible. In that play, Charlie needs to stay behind his player. All right, Briones will walk it out. Over to Toro. Toro to Mayer. Line's been out a while. They need a change. They go wholesale. Darby's in deep for some reason. Darby pressing. Needs to get back. Arrows will. Muchler with a nice little play there. Darby will collect it. Makes the turn, finds some open space, makes the turn again, looking for open space. Makes an incredibly lazy play because he's tired. Arrows need to get the puck out of the zone and get their last D-man off. Muchler will work it along the wall, off the backhand. I like to see Ethan skate through his player there, not around him. Darby will collect the puck in the corner. And he will throw the puck up the wall. Again, that's what I've been talking about. A pass to the other team's defenseman. Robbie needs to collect the puck. Darby again. He's pinched along the wall. Mid-Fairfield comes out. Darby makes a decent play there to get him off. Darby. He'll try to get the blue line. Try to get the red and get off the ice. Darby's off. Frazier's on. Arrows escape. Again, we talk about the little plays a lot, and on the last dump in, Darby was down low pressing the puck. And it would have been fine to hold the puck down there while everybody went for a change, but he tried to move the puck to the front of the goal where there were only blue players, and they ended up skating the puck right out of the ice, and Darby was trapped. And that's stuff that doesn't just happen with Patrick, it happens often with a number of Arrows. It's little plays like that at the AAA level that cost you potentially goals. We want to see the Arrows spend a little bit more time making sure they're doing the smart play, the AAA play, getting themselves off the ice when they're supposed to, so that the pace of play remains high and the possession game remains in the favor of the Arrows. Back to the play. Arrows, some nice pass work there, but it doesn't work out for them. Nino with a good step. Lever takes it up the middle. Lever dangles, threads to Granoli, bobbles off the stick. Granoli has it. A little bit of a spin around the pass, doesn't work. Naraido, he's got to take the inside lane, not the outside. That's a holding penalty that we got away with. Okay, Nino sends the puck to open ice, no one's home. Naraido picks up the puck, he'll backhand it to Johnny. Again, a little bit of a play where we want to be careful as the Arrows defenders passing the puck into the forecheck instead of away from the forecheck. Lever, threads, dangles. Oh, what a nice little play there. Johnny just missed converting. Or Gertler. Johnny takes the puck out of the corner. Good pass by Araga. He's going to throw it down low into the corner. Granoli picks it up. Lever now has it. Lever to Granoli. Granoli trips a little bit, but still maintains possession. This line's been working hard. They're very, very skilled. A lot of possession time here. Gertler uses his body. Excellent. Oh, just misses. Frazier's down low where he's supposed to be. Frazier gets the return. He had time. A little panic there, but no big deal. Good work by the Arrows overall. Robbie will probably cover this. He does. And the Arrows complete a very good shift there. 2:05 left in the second period. 3-1 Arrows. See, we're up to a game high 7 people watching. Hopefully I am providing the commentary well enough to walk in the footsteps of Reed Mitnick. He's doing the great job of actually running the scoreboard here today since the scoreboard is out. And he is doing it manually and announcing clock times and helping the officials on the ice know exactly where we are with the game. Frazier has the puck in the corner, dumps it in there to Baerga. Baerga will chase into the corner. Arrows get a little confused there in the defensive zone as 3 guys went to 1. They end up escaping it. Palenko, Frazier puts a body. A little bit of an elbow, we're okay though. There we go, there's something going on in front of the net. Looks like Mid-Fairfield's gonna go. Well, that was interesting. It took a long time for the whistle to blow, but it looks like Frazier's gonna go. A little extra physicality in front of the net. Probably something we want to avoid though, taking penalties late in periods. I know the game's emotional and we want to play 2:27? 1:27 remaining in the second period. Arrows will send out Marchicelli and Darby with Palenko and Toro. Palenko and Toro, outstanding top penalty killers. Really know how to work that top line. Darby will throw it up the wall. Again to the other team's defense, but Toro will steal. And now Toro will go for a rush. Toro makes the move to the center. He's got a shorty. Great little play there by Max Toro. And look who's right back in the center of the ice. Max is right there again. Charlie will throw it down with Palenko now in pursuit. Goalie moves the puck. Mid-Fairfield will find the lane to come out. Mid-Fairfield attacks the blue, looking for space. Walks into the teeth of the Arrows defense. Still with possession. Very, very good playing by the Arrows. Very good. Marchicelli will hop off. Baerga will come out, and they'll finish the period with Darby Baerga on defense. Diaz pops out. Nope, Matuza, I'm sorry, pops out. Toro remains. That's going to be an ice. Wow, that's very, very hard to believe it's not an icing, but it's not. Mid-Fairfield has the puck at the blue line. Toro with a little deep intercept there. Mid-Fairfield will walk it down deep. Matuza, very nice. Very, very nice. Darby and Baerga will rotate. We've got to be down to 20 seconds or so left in the period. Matuza keeping the play down low. Well done, Jay. Diaz floats around the blue line looking to intercept any long stretch passes. And the Arrows' 2 most mobile defenders are back out there. Again, with the late... How long are you going to let the guy shoot the puck? The guy shot the puck like 5 seconds after the whistle. Arrows do the right thing and defend their goaltender. Mid-Fairfield is just really not a very good hockey team, and they're going to do a lot of nonsense. The Arrows are going to have to just sort of deal with that a little bit. If we recall the last game we played against these guys, it became very chippy at the end as well after we beat them 5-2 very handily. Anyway, the Arrows are up 3-1. Pretty strong period. Bobby will have a few things to say. I'm sure Bobby's talking to the ref about the late shot on the goal there. But overall, the Arrows had a much better period than they did in the first, and the scoreboard shows it with a 3-1 lead. Discipline will be the big deal. See you guys in a little bit. All right, we're back here for the start of the third period. Checking over the Game Center scoreboard. New York Dynamo. Well, let me do something here to make sure that we're doing the right thing. New York Dynamo being Atlantic Coast 3-1. Westchester Express Selects and Notre Dame are 0-0. New York Saints have beaten Revolution Premier 3-0. Team Maryland put a whacking on PBK 8-0. Arrows 3-1 here against Mid-Fairfield. Rockets Elite and Jersey Shore Lightning are 3-3. And later on in the afternoon, Rockets Premier and PAL will go at it in a THF tilt. Arrows coming in here to the third period. I think they'll be shorthanded for a little bit longer to serve off the remainder of the Frazier penalty towards the end of the period. Arrows will need to have a cautious start, make sure we're defensively responsible, not allow any early period goal to give Mid-Fairfield any type of life. And then they'll look to play the way they've been playing in that second period and really build on that flow momentum. Pursuit of the puck by the Arrows in this game has been very, very good. Arrows will want to tighten up a little bit of the ability to let Mid-Fairfield gain access to their zone. I'd like to see their defensive players standing up closer to the blue line and not sacrificing that blue line, relying on their skating skills to challenge Mid-Fairfield players upon entry. And the more we can keep them to the walls, Mid-Fairfield has shown that they will simply release the puck and send it in deep. And that's a good opportunity for the Arrows to simply retrieve that puck and have easy entries or easy exits out of their zone. If the Arrows can do all that, it ought to be a pretty handy victory and a move up in the THF standings for the Arrows. Arrows will come out, looks like with their top two penalty killers, and Toro and Polenko to start it off. Darby and Marchicelli to start off on the D. Probably about 30 seconds of penalty time remain. 33 seconds of penalty time remain. And we're ready to drop the puck. Buzzer. Reed Mitnick calls over the referee. Possibly we can't turn the music off. Not really sure. Mitnick gives the green light. Referees are clear to drop the puck. And we're ready to go. Toro steps in. Mid-Fairfield wins clean. Mid-Fairfield will take the puck. A little lazy pass, but they get away with it. Mid-Fairfield will move the puck up. Challenged at the blue line. There's the chip in that we were talking about. That's okay. They go in for their own retrieval. Polenko follows. Polenko. Mid-Fairfield plays the puck down low. Referee tangles up. Polenko forces the pass out to the blue line. They take the lane. Puck stays to the outside. Mid-Fairfield will retrieve. Good peel off. Frazier's out. Frazier goes across instead of going on the ice. A little surprise there. Arrows play a little bit more short-handed than they need to, but they get Gertler on. Marchicelli blocks and then flips it up to the wall, just out. Toro overskates. Marchicelli, nice little play to knock that down in midair. Gets puck retrieval. But a turnover. We have to be careful with that. Mid-Fairfield will maintain possession of the puck. Darby now will play in the corner. Nice stick in the lane, much bigger player. Darby with the skates, picks it. Up to Gertler. Gertler fumbles, Darby. Out. Bernoulli scoops it up. Bernoulli finds Lever. Lever with the shot. Over the net. Darby will keep it in at the blue line. Darby fumble. Nope, it's in. Puck is whacked out. Darby will play it. He's heading for a change, but he will play the puck. Darby behind the net. He's got plenty of room. Sends the puck up the ice. Good play by Lever to send it in. Darby will go for a change. Frazier comes out with Baerga. Lever, Bernoulli, and Mayer are now. Oh, is it Mayer? Yes. Looks like the Arrows have changed up a little bit of the front line here. No, I think we just need to get the other two players off. Little scrum along the wall here, 3-man scrum now. There's a late hit and somehow there's no call there. Oh, there is a call. Incredibly stupid play again by the Mid-Fairfield team. We'll let them do that all game long, and we will get them later. Arrows will get a golden opportunity here to stretch the game out. Players complaining to the referee, but the only person that he should be complaining to is himself. Arrows will send line 2 power play out. They had 2 goals yesterday and moved the puck extremely well. One of the goals was Mateo Baerga depositing a cross-ice feed beautifully into the net for Mateo's first goal. Baerga controls the puck. Patience. Moves it across to Diaz. Diaz surveys, looks down low. Mayer finds room. Moves it across to Briones. Briones, patience. Stick handles. Finds the open lane. Diaz on rotation. No, that's the shot we don't want to take. Covered by Mayer. Walks out. He's going to get a goal. Mayer finds room. Mayer with the puck again. Been on the puck. Knocked off. Baerga. No lane. Baerga gets the puck. Baerga sends it down low. Mayer is going to retrieve it. Referee's in the way. A little bit of a lucky exit by Mid-Fairfield. It's time to change up. Arrows are a little slow on the retrieval. And they don't get players off. Mayer's down on the ice for some reason. Not sure what happened there. Briones has the puck. Line 2 stays out. Briones to Mayer. Gertler is down low. Arrows will probably bring line 1 PP out. Decent puck position, or possession, I'm sorry, by the Arrows there. 13:59 remaining third period. And probably around 30 seconds or so, 40 seconds of power play time. Yeah, 56 on the power play remaining. Line 1 will step in with Lever on the draw. Gertler Toro. Darby. Nice little feather there. Darby with the shot. We're going to put it home. Oh, good little play by the goalie. Nice little work there by Patty Darby off the defense. Little feather pass to himself and walked in. I don't mind that play. The Arrows sent a puck low to the goalie, and there were 2 men standing in front. They found what they were looking for. They just didn't get rewarded with the goal. Darby. Grinoli will scoop it up. Grinoli will make the turn. Find the lane, carry across. Grinoli. Toe drag. Gets taken down. Want to see that bucket moved a little faster there. That was a little bit of an easy takedown. 2-on-1 now. Darby rotates. Robbie with the easy save. That's not a good play by the Arrows overall. There should never be a situation where a 2-on-1 rush happens against the power play unit. You cannot turn the puck over down low in the corner. Patience with the puck is the way to do it. By the way, if there are players on you, it's an easy chip around to an open area on the other side. Let your players retrieve the puck. 3 guys fish for the puck. Charlie comes away with it. Charlie fumbles the puck. And Fairfield takes it down low. Grinoli scoops it up on the play by Charlie, taking his player out in the corner. Grinoli has room. Sends it up to Gertler. Gertler. Darby gets caught there, but get away with it. Arrows let a golden chance get away there. Referee's calling something down low. Looked like somehow intentional offsides. No one understands in the entire rink except the referee what that is. Bobby is trying to figure this out, as am I. I usually am pretty good at seeing these things and have absolutely no idea. Why are we dropping the puck? The coach is still... Oh, man, that was a terrible face-up by the Arrows. Darby retrieves it. Moves it up to Gertler. Gertler's got room. Gertler fumbles. Johnny picks the puck up. Johnny grabs the puck going along the wall. Johnny takes it wide. He's looking for something. Finds Gertler. Nice block by the Mid-Fairfield defender. Good little rotation sweep by Gertler. Gets swept up by the drag knee by the defender. Darby recovers. Moves over to Marchicelli. Little fumble on the pass. Charlie falls but makes the play. Over to Darby. Darby finds the lane. Darby's going to chip that puck in deep, or does not. Gets it stripped, but picks the puck back off. Marchiselli. Charlie takes a command to the corners. McMahon fumbles the puck. Darby recovers. Takes a chop down from that guy. Unbelievable no call. Granoli has the puck. Turns it over. Oh my God. Guys, that play just cannot happen. Line 1 getting incredibly lazy with the puck. They're very, very tired too. They've been on for a very long time. All of them are standing around right now. The Arrows are going to need to find a way to get this puck and clear it. Granoli's got to get to the corner, get the puck. Everybody's sort of standing around. What? Why not? What? Little audio difficulty apparently. Mayer scoops it up. Fault. Mid-Fairfield. Okay, I thought that was a penalty. Mid-Fairfield will go for, it was a marginal call. He did do the play where you do a little cross-check on the bottom of the guy's butt, which will push the blades forward and make the player fall. It's a sneaky little play, and a lot of kids do it. Most of the time you get away with it, but the ref saw that, and it was an open ice area where there was an offensive chance. I'll step in on the draw. Again with line 2, Diaz to recover. Muchler takes center ice. Seems a little confused, but a nice reverse to Briones, who will skate with the puck. Briones tries to take the middle. The Arrows are not spaced out. Two guys are right next to each other down low in the corner there. And a turnover. Arrows look a little bit like the intermission did not help them at this point in time. A little bit of a lazy play by Briones, gets picked off, and now it's a one-on-one. Baerga plays his man to the corner. Robbie will cover. And again, a little bit of a sneaky play by Mid-Fairfield, trying to disrupt Robbie there with the kick of the stick when he skated by. Arrows probably saw that, but smartly didn't go after it. They're still on the power play. Toro steps in, Robbie will cover. Arrows need a goal here to settle everything down and get the momentum going their way. The last thing that you want to give is Mid-Fairfield any sense that they're able to play. 107 remaining on the power play early here in the third period. Toro with the stick is all over him. Darby takes the chop, keeps moving. Lever finds room, finds it to Darby. Darby, a little bit late on the shot, gets blocked. Toro retrieves it. Picked up by Granoli behind the net. Granoli surveys, bounces off the net to himself. Just missed by Maxi Toro, and Mid-Fairfield will find the exit. One-on-one with Darby. Darby plays the body very, very nicely. Stick in the lane. Arrows will recover. Arrows send the puck back behind the net to Darby. Darby will come out. Darby again. Darby has the puck. Arrows are very disoriented, going off sides, coming across on the power play there. Arrows very, very sloppy here in this third period. Coach Bobby talking to his players. Darby will have it. Darby takes the rush, takes the puck into the zone. Granoli has it. Granoli finds the lane. Granoli across the Toro. Power play is ending. Darby's got to find his way back to the defense because there's only one defenseman out, but Lever very smartly makes the change and the defender hops on the ice. It takes way too long to get on the ice. Toro. Oh, good little play there, but the Arrows will not get a conversion here. Toro will retrieve the puck on the play by Granoli to hold the puck in the zone. Nino overplays the play. Nino's getting caught now. Nino's got to get back. Nino's got to take a line to the player. Arrows along the wall. Puck squirts past Darby, but he recovers, puts a hit on his player, and the Arrows will exit. Toro seems to have endless energy today. Granoli. Shot inside. Foley makes some shoulder saves. Narito comes out to replace Darby. Arrows keep it in. Palenko with a very nice play, gets held up a touch, but he's after the puck in pursuit. Puts some contact on his player, stays after. More contact, forces the turnover. Matuza gets his puck on his stick on the puck. Mid-Fairfield will come out, Arrows will retrieve the puck. Narito off the player's shin guards, gets bounced down into our low corner. Nino picks the puck up. Nino up off the wall. Here comes Matuza. He's got the red line. He's got the blue line. He's got a chance for a play to the net. Deeks himself, loses it in the corner, but recovers. Little sweep pass to Diaz. Diaz down low to Matuza. Matuza uses his body to shield the puck. 2-on-1 with the puck here. Our guy's got to win this battle here. Diaz has it. Nino steps in, makes the reach, gets the poke, gets the save. Diaz out of the corner. Matuza scores! Jay Matuza pops the puck in the net, and that's the greasy goal that the Arrows needed. It was not a good start to the period. But there the Arrows come away with that 4-1 goal. And now the Arrows can breathe a little bit easier and settle into their game, get the rotation of players going that they want. Arrows opened up the period with getting a couple of penalties and serving a penalty, so it's been mainly the special teams guys out on the ice so far. The Arrows will roll out here with Toro, Briones, Mayer, Mayorga, and Frazier. Frazier with a nice poke off, sends the puck softly around. That's what I've been talking about, right to Briones. Frazier's play there with an turnover there. Well, we have a break here. That play by Frazier was the right one. It was a soft rotation play around the net. 7:29 remaining in the third here, but a soft rotation play around the net, which allowed Briones to get the puck. A too hard of a pass would have rimmed all the way around and ended up as a pass to the opposing team's defense. That's the focus on execution that the Arrows continue to try to pay attention to. And when you do, you find good exits, even though the Arrows had a little bit of a turnover there that cost them. Toro. The offsides. Referee, for some reason, did not call it. I don't know how. Arrows just missed with a shot by Mayer there. Looks like we're now getting a lot of penalties. Frazier's back to the box, and Bobby is quite unhappy. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it looked to be a bear hug on the wall, which we have to be careful of. Again, Arrows need to get not involved in this. Looks like it's dual penalties, which I kind of agree with because I did not see a single penalty that was callable. I saw two players wrapped up with each other. But I'd like to see Frazier spend less time worrying about that. He's too valuable a player to be in the penalty box for 4 minutes in the game. Briones with the puck. Shot over the glass. Good tip. Camera woman here today is Trish Darby, your camera person extraordinaire, watching the game through a small lens. And your host is Jason Darby in place of the infamous and legendary Reed Mitnick, who was working the clock today. Toro off the draw. Arrows are pushed deep into the corner. Briones is on it. Mid-Fairfield finds the exit, but Arrows close that off. Arrows collect the puck. Briones throws it to the middle. Turnover. Need to get Charlie to step up a little bit more on those plays there. The Mid-Fairfield team is finding a way to move the puck across to Marchicelli's side and trying to create confusion with the Arrows defense there. Good block by Darby. On those rotations, if the Arrows' primary defender does not go with the puck carrier, then it is the opposite defender's job to step into the puck carrier. The confusion happens when the rotation does not occur and the opposite defenseman does not step up. It creates a very, very good shooting lane and stable defenseman, not defenseman in motion. Arrows will step in for the draw. Looks like Palenko, Rastovich, Muchler, Bayerga, and Nino. Nino getting the call on this shift. Good call from Nino there. Bayerga plays puck in the corner. Goes, Nino gets knocked down. That's okay. Raskovich has got it. Raskovich fumbles it along the wall. Comes away with it. Chips it out. Gets turned over though. Raskovich is going to chase it in deep. Plank goes in on it first. Mid-Fairfield takes it back behind their net. Two-man forecheck, but they find the exit. Good little feather pass. Johnny Grignoli almost tipped it out in midair. You can see again that play by Mid-Fairfield. Take the middle and try to create confusion amongst the defense. 9:52 remaining, third period. I think I gave a wrong time before, but 9:52 remaining in the third period. 4-1 Arrows. Arrows are in command here. Lever to step in. Marchicelli, Darby on the D. Gertler up front with John Grignoli on the wing as well. Grignoli comes away with the puck, sends it up to the defense. Charlie with the play, chips it up. Gertler uses his body, shields, chips it forward. Mid-Fairfield will retrieve the puck. Throw it up the wall. Mid-Fairfield will throw the puck in deep into the corner. Marchicelli forces the turnover down deep. Darby. Marchicelli will break up. Nope. Darby will stay with him. Out to the point. Grignoli. Robbie sees it clearly. Easy save for Robbie. Robbie's in command of this game today. He's not been tested very much, but he's been solid and he's made good decisions with the puck. Very good decisions with the puck. When he senses that he doesn't like the way things are going, he'll freeze it. Arrows will go full change here. Darby and Marchicelli will come off. Naraidu and Bayerga will come on. Palenko will come out with Matuza and Diaz. A little scramble in there, but Mid-Fairfield will have it. Intercept by Palenko. Palenko's been good today. Fumbles the puck. 3 Arrows in one spot. Arrows got to space out. Mid-Fairfield changes the zone. Good little feather to Diaz. Diaz. Little turnover in the neutral zone, but Bayerga follows it up. Bayerga looking for that red line, doesn't get it. Arrows battling along the wall. 4-man battle along the wall. Bayerga finds the open man. Naraidu up. That's hockey. 28. Matuza moves it forward, takes a hit, keeps going. He's looking for goal number 2. Matuza peels off, forces his man back to the side. Diaz puts some contact on. Naraidu steps up with some contact. Diaz some more contact. Mid-Fairfield having all kinds of trouble finding the exit. Turnover out to the neutral zone where Naraidu will scoop up. Naraidu, open ice play. Matuza with a nice little feather dump in, and Diaz put the pressure on to allow the Arrows to get their change. Good AAA hockey there. Puck comes up. Mid-Fairfield has nothing to do but chip it in. Marchicelli to the corner. Big man in pursuit. Marchicelli's working. Arrows come away with it. Briones using his body, using his frame. Darby's with him. Shot. Good little play there. Darby was sort of the fake man there. Enough to cause Mid-Fairfield to have to play him with some respect, but he was really never the option. Briones on that play has a hard shot and elected to take it. It was the right play. Arrows step in. Toro. Briones picks that puck up behind the net, fumbles it a little bit. Darby. Oh. Darby misses the puck, but could have easily played it, so that is not going to be an icing. Darby back to retrieve, stops on the dime, makes his pass to Briones. Briones fumbles it a little bit. Darby in pursuit. Does not get the puck out, fumbles the puck. Oh, God. Marchicelli chips it up. Jesus, with the slashing, my God. Briones takes 3 guys. No one can knock him down. That's what we need to see out of Adrian. He's a big kid, big, strong kid. Out to Darby. Darby sends it down low. Looked like 7 was looking to give him a cheap shot. Patty Darby saw that, no problem. There we go. Turnover up to the Arrows D. Arrows D sends it down low. Briones to Toro. Toro off the wall. Shot, block. Toro again, recovers. Puck's like a magnet on his stick today. But Mid-Fairfield come out. They're 3-on-2. Marchicelli. Good back check by Mayer. Turnover in the neutral zone though. stick. Robbie fumbles it. Darby up to Briones. Briones to Toro. Toro finds a little thread there for Mayer. Arrows go for a change. Mayer rags it down low, takes the hit. It allows the Arrows to complete the change. Good hockey play there. Mid-Fairfield with the shot, blocked by Fernandez. Fernandez with a nice poke check. Ends up, though, out to the blue line. Where the slap shot comes in, Robbie makes the save. Very good play by Mayer. Nino off the wall. Good play. Gertler in pursuit. Gertler using his strength. Gertler went 1-on-2. Yielded possession of the puck. Nino a little fishing there. We don't want to do that. Bayerga's going to come across the cover. Arrows are back to 1-on-3. Robbie seals off the wall. Bayerga with the cover. Bayerga off the glass, out. It's going to go all the way down, but the ref deems that it could have been played, and I agree, so play will go on. Down low here in the Arrows offensive zone, Johnny Grinoli comes away with it to Lieber. Lieber turns it very nicely. Gertler bites off. Gertler. Oh, what a really good play. Chips up off the wall over Darby's head. This will likely be icing, but nope. Ref rules that Nino could have got there in time. I agree. Nino moves the puck forward. Johnny, redirect, but right to the Mid-Fairfield defenseman. They'll turn it back the other way. Darby plays at the blue line with an intercept. Again, I like that play. I want the Arrows D to really watch that. Not giving up that blue line has resulted in an offensive opportunity here. Johnny Grinoli to Lieber, blocked. Mid-Fairfield, for all their lack of discipline, has done a great job of blocking shots today. And there is that move again to the middle, but there's the physicality that we've been talking about that we need. The Arrows will exit the zone. Physicality. Grinoli to Lieber. Lieber. How did the goalie save that? Arrows start for the puck. Everybody's looking for it. A couple Arrows go down. Walk away. Walk away. Game's in hand. Don't fall for any of the nonsense. Very, very good offensive rush. But going back to the play gets made at the defensive blue line. The inability for Mid-Fairfield to gain the blue line because the Arrows defense stepped up created the turnover that turned into the offensive rush. Arrows need to be cognizant of that as part of their everyday game by all players. Offense always comes from the defense. Behind the net, Arrows, out to Bayerga. Little snapper, floats it over the net. I'd like to see Bayerga keep that puck lower. Toro, shot, blocked. One of the things that the Arrows could do a little bit more of from the blue line would be to just send the puck to the goal in a little bit of like a fluttery floater way. It doesn't always have to be a ripper, and it doesn't always have to be high. Create confusion along the goal path where a lucky bounce can result in something that can turn into a goal. Darby retrieves. Good little play, sends it right up to Toro. Toro turns it up. Toro ducks the check, keeps going. Toro's had a strong game. Emilio Diaz puts the hit on. Not sure what is that the end of the game? End of the game. Wow, okay, well we lost track of the time, but the Arrows will walk away with a very solid 4-1 win. Handled business like they needed to. Another THF win. They're now 3-2 in the THF. The two losses coming from Notre Dame. And our way towards the playoffs takes another giant step forward. We're going to wrap it up here for my camera. Stop pressing the microphone button. For my camera woman here, Trish Darby, I'm Jason Darby, in for the infamous Reed Mitnick. And we'll see you all real soon.